But some people who aren't squares too, like jail comes with the territory, and it's like, you know, they're not afraid of. That's why you go back in and out. It's like once you're a person of the street, you get caught. What are you going to be when you come out? You're not. What are you going to make? $10,000 a year? What are you going to make? $30,000 a year? A regular guy who's a plumber, I guess plumbers make 60, maybe. You know what I mean? It's like he's used to that. He knows how to live like that, and he's going to live like that for his whole life. But a guy who does crime, and then you go to jail, you're not jail is not a deterrent after you're there.
Wait,
and steal somewhere else.
Can I tag?
No, but I'm saying,
Patrice, let me jump in here because you make a great point. And then on top of that, you get out of jail, and now it's on your record, so now you can't even get a legitimate job.
You can't get a regular job.
I'm thinking if you come out of jail and you got a record now, you should go to the top of the fucking list to be hired.
Wow.
Think about it, though. Because they make it even
that's
harder.
A fucking great point, because as the fact being, they send you to jail to rehabilitate. They say you are now okay to go back in society.
But you have the thing on your record.
Nothing. But the only option is I'm going to either work at McDonald's, but where you can lie about working there. Like you can lie about your reference and lie about having a record.
Yeah.
Or to survive, you got to do some fucked up shit and go back.
Any legitimate job, an employer is not going to hire you if you have that on your fucking record. So I'm thinking if you have that on your record, then that's the people you should be hiring. Because
I think that's a fucking great point,
it'll
man.
keep the streets a little safer.
That's better than, I think that's higher than affirmative action. Really, I'm telling you, because a black person without a record, okay, has a better chance than anybody coming out of jail, and you're trying to do the right thing, and you're like, look, first you got a parole officer. When you're a ward of the state, I watch some of these things where you go on parole. If they gave me 10 years in prison, okay, I serve 3, and I do 7 years parole, I'd rather do the whole 10. I know that sounds fucking crazy. The whole 10 and not be a ward of the state.
Wow.
Because it's like having a master. The jail is already in your life. Now they constantly are on you about going back, and you got to report to this guy who can say, you know what, I'm going to fuck you on your piss test. I'm going to fuck you because you were late reporting to me. I'm going to put you back in jail for another year. Then you get out and you still got the whole 6 over your head. You can't leave the state. You can't do anything. You can't get a job. When you get out of jail, and if they say that you are fucking good enough to leave jail, they should make people fucking hire you. Or only have the ability to have the law enforcement check your record. Everybody else, you're a fucking free guy.
Civilian or whatever.
You're a civilian.
Because why wouldn't you go back to doing street shit after you get out of jail?
There's no choice.
You don't have a choice.
You want a murderer?
Well, I'm
working with your fucking.
Obviously, my theory has some fucking holes in it, but I'm just saying it's not the craziest thing.
But the state, it's like, look,
I'm not saying
don't let him out. You're saying he's a part of society now.
Right.
Don't let him out.
Yeah, but you're part of society with consequences based on your fucking
consequences?
Your actions.
But that's gonna come back to bite you because
you went to jail was the fucking reason you went. Like the jail is supposed to be there for your rehabilitation. It's the purpose of going. You commit murder. I put you in. This is why I always said one thing. I don't agree with Michael Vick. I'm a dog lover. But the thing about Michael Vick going to jail and all these apologies that he had to do, jail is here, so you don't ever have to say I'm sorry.
But there's shit that happens after you get out because you were in.
What do you mean?
What if I joined the KKK and then I'm not in the KKK anymore? Should people just be like, well, he's out now?
No. That's the KKK isn't.
But it's a repercussion based on what I did.
This is all quote end quotes, okay? The state is saying to the society, we're taking him out of society. This guy gets life with no parole. We think what he did was so fucked up he can't. He's not good enough to come back with us.
Yeah.
The other guy is 10 years, 10 to 25. He gets or 25 to life, maybe 15 to life. 15 years, if we think in 15 years, if he's doing okay here, we're going to give him a chance in society. Okay? He has he now 10 to life, 25 to life. He has the rest of his life to be a ward of the state. Okay? He has to be on a straight and narrow. He goes into a fucking job. Okay? and he has a skill. Like, look, I think if he has a Wall Street skill, or if he has a fucking executive position skill, get this motherfucker an executive position job, even though he fucking committed the murder. Only because the state, now your Klan point don't make sense because you chose the Klan, then you chose leaving.
But
the Klan's not the state.
But you chose the crime.
Yeah, but people make mistakes, and you never made a fucking mistake.
I made a mistake by joining the Klan. What happened?
What big mistake you made in your life, man? Anything?
Got married.
Yeah, there's.
But I mean, okay, but you got married. All right. Now you got married, and the Jill situation that's documented.
Yeah.
Right.
Not much
The next bitch coming around. Every bitch from there on judges what you are by the fact that you had 2 failed relationships.
Well,
now they judge you immediately based on that.
That's true.
I mean, it's like, it's unfair.
Why is it unfair, though? Tell you the truth.
Yeah,
I'll even be honest with you.
You lost your point.
Why is it unfair?
It's unfair because you want to check, but if you could never...
I did it.
If you could never get...
Don't mean
that's not the point.
Doesn't mean I'll never do it again.
That's not the point. The point is the new girls, you never... And this is hypothetical to the hypotheticalness. You can't get another girl based on what you did with those other 2 relationships.
Well, like the convict, you would have to rebuild your trust. And if you got to go out and work a shitty job and then work
shitty
your
job
way
is
up.
fine, by the way. A shitty job is fine. Yeah. It's hard to get a shitty job. And if you're a felon, you can't get a shitty. Where do you go? Yeah, you can rebuild your trust. Good point. But that's what I'm saying. But right now, you don't. You could get pussy tomorrow.
You could fix cars over there at Lundegaard's fucking...
You can, but go over to Lundegaard's and go, hey.
Fucking Shep Proudfoot.
We can continue this after the break.
That's fucking...
Nope.
Yo,
don't know him. Won't vouch for him.
That's a great... the fucking Fargo. Why do I know Fargo analogies?
I love that.